Hey, Jason Rice here with another Lot Party quick tip. Again, these all go up on YouTube, Lotpop Inc. If you want to subscribe there, you get notified. Also, I do podcasts that will go up on iTunes or any other podcasts. If you like to listen to any of these on your way to work or anything, glad you can join me. I just got off of a one of our clients, and man, it was a great call because he had everybody on his team on this call. He wanted me to kind of revisit with, along with his inventory analyst here, get his whole team bought in to the philosophy of used car management. And what it brought to my attention was the biggest struggle I've seen across the board with dealers with used car operations. Give you some insight. 15 years I've been helping dealers with used car inventory operations, both with vAuto and our company here, which is almost split in half, a similar amount of times. But the common thing that I found across the board over those 15 years, holding up dealers' used car success, is buying from the team. Again, that's where we spent an hour and a half on the phone to get everybody to understand what they wanted to accomplish. Now, we have goals and ways that we want to help dealers accomplish a used car success. I believe a lot of dealers buy into the way we do it. But regardless of your goals of how you want to do it, you got to get everybody's buy-in. And another surprising aspect of this is a lot of times it's the GM or the dealer that fights it sometimes because they're so stringent on certain metrics they want to hit, whether it be front end gross profit or things, other things that could hinder total buy-in. So, our philosophy and a lot of dealers' philosophy, this isn't anything new, is what we call first 30. I've got to get in a better habit. I have a ton of these. If anybody wants these, let me know. Go to our website. There's hashtag first 30. Give me your name, address, not email, but name, address, and how many you want. I know I owe a few dealerships some right now, but our concept and the strategy, and again, I'm going to cover, is first 30. Increase the amount of cars you sell in the first 30 days. Every dealer, every manager knows the best time to make gross is when a car is fresh. But it's a trickle down effect. I was going to bring up Tommy Gibbs, myself. There's other people. I belong to a good Facebook used car group out there, used car managers, it's called. There's other real success in the auto biz. There's great tips and insight being pushed out there, like our first 30 and things like that. Regardless of all this insight and tips, and everybody can agree with me and chant and want to do their inventory this particular way. But if they can't get upper management, or maybe you are upper management, you can't get lower management, or you can't get your whole team involved in whatever strategy you want to go down, it's not going to work well for you. Again, back to our first 30, I think if dealers focus on increasing the amount of cars they sell in the first 30 days, it will increase their gross profit. I don't think anybody can deny that. But by focusing on that, it's a trickle down effect. That means usually what's going to happen is your inventory starts picking up sales volume. So then you got to become a better buyer. Then you got to get them transported, get them through service. So if service is holding you up because they don't understand the concept and what you're trying to accomplish, and let's just say service is bought in, but your detail and photo people don't know anything about this, and they kind of get sloppy and lazy, and that's the biggest Achilles heel too with a lot of dealers. And again, a full team buy-in. I got one of our best stores, a consistent operator, but man, I think they could do 5% better in the first 30 days because of the inconsistency in their photos. Any spike, when they spike and get more cars photoed ready for sale, their fresh sale rate jumps up, and then it starts getting behind again because volume and that buying and getting cars through, they get backed up, and then all of a sudden they get caught back up in photos. And man, if their missing photo percentage trend line would just kind of flatline a little better, there's their extra 5%. So there's a lack of buy-in or process management on that consistency to keep that consistent down to. So then you got maybe services on board, then maybe your turnaround time and your photos and descriptions are on board. Guess who might not be? Maybe your internet department. They're dealing with low-hanging fruit leads. They're not attacking a lot of the fresh leads consistently and long enough. The ones they're handling and paying attention to are the low-hanging fruits. And guess what the low-hanging fruits are? The age cars. The dealer I was just on. 45% of his current active leads are on all his cars over 60 days old that are priced cheap to the market. So these 45, almost half of his active leads are on age cars. Those are the customers that are reaching out saying, hey, I want to buy this car because it's at 88% price to market, and they want to buy it before somebody else does. So that's what my internet manager is doing, is handling those low-hanging fruit. And that car, that lead that's on a 14-day-old car, they called once, maybe twice, and I haven't talked to them since because they're busy down here with this no gross leads. So now my internet department's not part of the scheme because they don't have a good, maybe I don't have enough staffing in there to handle it, and they're handling 300 leads, so the only thing they can do properly is get back with the people, get back with them. So it's a whole trickle down. Every department needs to be on board. Every department needs to understand what you're trying to accomplish. That's anything as a leader, right? As a used car manager, you're not just managing the cars, you got your people, and that people means everybody that impacts that sale of that used car. And you got to get, and as a good leader, being a used car manager, leading that inventory, you need to lead the team that's impacted, but you also have to have a great leader above you that's buying in also. So, I mean, here, get everybody on board. I don't care what philosophy you want. If you want to run $3,000 a copy and don't care a car owes 300, days old, we better have a staff that supports that mindset. If not, you're going to have salespeople that are frustrated, and you have a lot of turnaround in your sales department. I wouldn't go that process, but again, get everybody bought in. As a leader of either your dealership or as an inventory leader. Get everybody on board, get everybody understanding what you're trying to accomplish, and get that inventory moving. Again, I believe first 30 is the best approach to that. And again, working the facts, understanding what holes and concerns you have on your inventory. This particular dealer we talked to, again, photo percentages went down, and they got to get the team. And then they had about 13 cars that had photo issues, meaning they didn't have the navigation photo in there. They didn't have the sunroof photo in there. Those are things that not only were we behind on getting photos caught up, but we had a bunch of issues out there too. So as a manager, I got to get those in the right people's hands, and they got to understand the importance of getting it turned around. Hope this was helpful. Hold on, I got a question here, Alex. Do you take a $1,000 profit in 3 days on a 14 Equinox cash deal, or do you believe hold the vehicle and hope to make $2,000 down the line? Feel special. I mean, Alex, to your point, depends on where that $1,000 profit is. I mean, again, if that's at 90% price to market, I don't know if I do that quick. But if it's a edgy car, now that happens to be a 14, again, depending on how you position in the market, if it's selling it too cheap too soon. But if that $1,000 deal is 98%, not even 95% of the market, I might take that deal and just move on. Hard part is obviously you can't replace that 14. So it depends on the miles of that car, color combo. Is it the stay around brown with the tan interior and 30,000 miles to the heavy? I might just take that. Even if I'm at 90% price to market at day 14, I might take that deal. So it depends on the car a little bit. So watch that. Hey, Doug, good for you to be on here. Alex, reach out to me. Any other questions, message me on some of that stuff. Let's see what it is. That's a cash deal, you said. Yeah, obviously you're not getting F&I, but are they local? Are they going to come back for service, and can I get some money from them that way, or is it somebody that's far away? So, those are all things I'm going to, consider in that deal too. But good question. Reach out to me. Anybody ask some questions on here. We'll follow up. And again, if you like a demo or an evaluation of how we help dealerships look at their lot as a whole, you got an inventory management tool already, more than likely. We're an asset to that, and we can show you how we can help you manage your lot first, understand what's happening on your lot, and then use your inventory management tool to attack the car in the market. Hope this was helpful. 844-LOTPOP4, Jay Rice at Lotpop. Message me, and we will wrap this.